Hi, this is me, Sarah, coming again from my home studio in Ripley, Surrey, and this time I've got a lovely restorative yoga class for you. Okay, so in restorative yoga, the idea is that we prop ourselves out so that we're not using any muscular tone at all. We can really relax and restore and come right deeply into the parasympathetic nervous system. So you want lots of props, but you don't necessarily have to have all the official sort of yoga bolsters, etc. I've got here a cushion from my bed. So you're going to need a cushion today, maybe a little extra one, so that could be a scatter cushion from your sofa, and a couple of blankets or towels would do as well. So, just make do with what you've got, and we can still, these don't make it magically more restorative than just using this type of stuff. So all of it is good. So gather those few things together, and we'll just start with some very gentle movement. Okay, so you're going to come onto all fours, and then just start by cat-cowing the spine super gently in and out. And then as you inhale, look up, and as you exhale, rock gently back to a child's pose. And then coming back to all fours. And again, rocking back to a child's pose. Do this about 2 more times. Inhale. So we just want to bring some gentle ease. This is the gentlest form of yoga there is, as we work on the nervous system, your pranic body, which moves up and down just in front of the spine. So do this one more time. And then take a seat on your heels. Bring one hand to your tummy, one hand to your heart. Just gently breathing into both hands. As you welcome yourself to this practice. To this drawing in. We will move as if we are in a trance. So no sudden movement. So as I guide you into a calmer, quieter zone, then as you move between poses, try not to ruffle that energy up. Just cueing into your breath, noticing every inhale and putting a greater emphasis on your exhale. In and out. Allow yourself to be here. Take 3 more deep breaths. Well done. And we're going to start our practice today by opening up. So we'll start with one of your blankets. Fold it as flat as you can, so try not to have it with crinkles and creases. So fold it across your mat. And you can now fold it one more time. This is where your shoulders are going to go. And you're going to lie back. So that little bit of our back where we tend to round over. See if you can lie that bit just by your bra wire there. If you can, or bra clasp rather, soften over that. Lay your head back so the back of your head is on the mat. Separate your feet wider than your mat. And then again, just like you did seated, bring one hand to your tummy, one hand to your heart, and soften into that. Let your toes flop to the side. Soften into the breath. And if you are in a room with lots of lights, you might choose to turn the lights off or pull the blind down. So we settle back and in. And then after a couple of breaths here, allow your arms to go along that blanket or a towel as well. I don't have much space here, so I'm going to bend my elbows. You may have more space and you may be able to lengthen your arms fully out like a crucifix. Really surrender some weight into your head, back of your skull. And from the upper back there on the support, surrender your back in and the arms, upper arms. If you're finding your hands are floating midair, they can't rest back, pop something under them as well, another scatter cushion or something. So your hands can relax enough for your fingers to gently curl in. Imagine your hands on your tummy as you breathe into that deep place, deep in your belly. Relax down the legs, surrendering the back body, the back of the heels, the back of your bottom, your shoulders, back of your head and hands. Knowing that the very act of closing your eyes with awareness starts to drop the brain waves from beta to alpha, and already within just a few breaths you begin to repattern and reprogram. This is not the yoga of doing nothing. This is a yoga of undoing. So relax and surrender, surrender, surrender. I do talk significantly less in this class, but I'm still here. So relax back and down. It's very natural in this practice, especially if you're a bit newer to it, to catch your brain taking you down a storyline or a thread of a thought. So if you find yourself doing that, just catch that and bring yourself back to your body and your breath. Scan your body and see how it's feeling. See if there are muscles that you can relax more. Can you bring a depth to your breath? So occupying your brain in the present moment. You're not asking your brain to fall asleep, but stay in awareness of being calm, being still. And as we come towards the end of our first pose, as with all the poses, I'll let you know by asking you to take 3 more deep breaths and see if you can really emphasize the exhale again, really making the most of the last 3 breaths, trying to feel every cell of you relax. So here now, take 3 more deep breaths. And then very slowly, wherever your arms are, bring them down beside your hips. Spread your fingers and press yourself up to a seat. Okay, so from here now, we're going to come to a twist. Okay, so this you're going to draw down towards your hip. And then you're either going to use your yoga bolster, or as I've got here, I've got my pillow. Okay, so I'm going to put my left hip to pad it out. You might find you don't need this, but I quite like having my hip on something. As I lay down, I'm going to turn my tummy onto the bolster. Now you can have something underneath here, like a block or another pillow, to lift and elevate your pillow or bolster. So pop something underneath there, okay? And so I'm going to turn my tummy and face all the way down. Now this is restorative yoga, so I don't want to feel any pull on my neck. So if it's super comfy, you can turn your head to the left as well. But most of us are going to be Just as happy here with the head facing the same way as the knees. And then take an extra pillow, your scatter cushion or something, and pop it between your thighs so that your knees stay stacked. And again, if you want something over your eyes, go for it. Otherwise, we're going to be here a full 7 minutes, so make the most of this gentle twist up your spine. Allowing ourselves to unravel sinew by sinew. Tiny bit at a time. Try and have your palms flat on the earth. They could be tucked under the pillow or at your sides. Try and surrender your forearms as well. Like there was water running down your arms. Relax the hinge of your jaw, any grip in your eyes. Feel that gentle twist all the way down your spine to your tailbone. Soften even your toes and the soles of your feet. As you remind yourself, you're bringing yourself down to a place of deep healing and recovery. So honor yourself with time. Heal yourself. So just let go. Let go. Let go. Take 3 more deep breaths. Now you're going to stay pretty much in the same position with your upper body, but now you can take your bolster between your legs and bring it in front of you and allow your right knee to come to the side. And your left leg will just stretch long. So the only big change really is your left leg stretches long. Prop your right knee out with this bolster or cushion so it protects the inner knee. And then check my right leg. My foot is below my knee. It's not tucked up against my bottom. Bring it out to the side. If you want a little bit more, you can straighten that leg more. But remember, there's no real need. And again, make yourself comfy with your arms. Tuck them under the pillow like I've done, or take them out. Wherever you can find some ease as we open a little up into the hip, groin that can get tight from sitting down for long periods. Again, we surrender in. Without even knowing it, your nervous system may be a little more heightened than you realized. So soften in. If you are feeling any agitation or resistance to being still, just try and relax through it. Work through the science of having the brain waves come through beta into alpha and hopefully down into theta. The body shifts from stress and action and into the parasympathetic. All those other functions can happen. The endocrine system, cell regeneration and replacement, deep healing. This is a valuable place to be. So stay. 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 Take 3 more deep breaths here. And then to transition, just allow your right leg to come on alongside your left. Turn your face down a moment and pause. And then we'll come to the twist on the other side. So you might want to come up a moment. Rearrange your hip. So now it's your right hip on the side there. Put something between your knees. And then remember, as you turn down, turn your tummy. If you want another blanket over your shoulders or something, then that's fine. Make sure you are completely warm. And your neck, again, turn to the right. I'm going to choose to turn to the left, which is gentler. So up and down your spine there are these tiny muscles. And we can hold at any place without even really knowing it. So as you breathe, even when you think you've completely relaxed, can you see if you can let go a little bit more, especially around your bottom, those larger muscles. Especially around the bridge of your nose and the hinge of the jaw. So imagine you could almost relax the insides of your ears up at the hinge of the jaw there. Just release everything away. Release, release, release. Take 3 more deep breaths. And then to get into the hip now, your upper body stays the same. The left leg slides a bit more to the side on your cushion, and your right leg lengthens long, keeping 90 degrees in your left leg. Again, seeing if you can settle in a bit quicker this side. Remembering you can straighten the leg more if you want to, but this should be the gentlest undoing. So don't push yourself into discomfort. And once again, take 3 more deep breaths. And then gently slide your left leg back join your right. And take another pause on your tummy. And slowly press your way back onto all fours. Now we're going to turn your cushion around so it goes across the mat. Okay, and then you can move this blanket to the side. We're going to use that in a moment. As we come to a supported bridge, so you could put something extra on here if you want to, but remember we're not about big fancy poses today. If you just want to keep it on the lower level, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so scoot your bottom right up so that your lower back feels supported and your bum can relax. Remember, these are some of the biggest muscles in our body, and they're the ones that we can hold on super tightly to. So take your feet to the edges of the mat and let your knees draw in. Scoot your shoulders underneath you. And take a brief moment just to reconnect with your breath, with your hands on your tummy. And then make a choice with the arms. They can either just relax, palms up beside you, or start to bring them up overhead. So this is going to be our last pose before Shavasana. So if you want to pop something over your eyes, that can really help you drop in deeper. Feel where you contact the earth, the feet, back of your bottom, back of your shoulders, back of your head. And feel the earth rise up to meet you, and you sink down to meet the earth. Feel the weight of you. Allow yourself to get heavier and heavier. Take 3 more deep breaths. And then if you did put a second pillow under your bottom there, you're going to slide that out. Okay, and then push your pillow or bolster down now underneath your knees to support you in Shavasana. We do some little extra things here. So with your legs relaxed there, take your blanket or a towel or whatever you've got, and you're going to put it over your legs and then wrap it in, so tuck it in underneath you so you get this sense of feeling held. Your legs are still separated, but you get this feeling of being wrapped in. It's lovely. Okay, so wrap in. You can again put something over your eyes. Stay warm. Hands can be wherever you're most at ease. Shavasana.